Three 22-year-olds just became billionaires. Not millionaires. Billionaires. With AB, they beat Mark Zuckerberg's record. And they did it by solving a problem nobody else saw coming. This is the story of Brendan Foodie, Adarsh Hiremath and Surya Midha. Three college dropouts who built a $10 billion AI empire from absolutely nothing. October 2025. Mercer, a company most people had never heard of, just closed a $350 million funding round. Valuation? $10 billion. The three founders were now worth billions. Each. At 22 years old. But here is the thing. Just 3 years earlier, these guys were sitting in college dorms, wondering if dropping out was the biggest mistake of their lives. So how did they do it? How did three kids with no connections, no initial funding, and no tech pedigree build one of the most valuable AI companies in the world? The answer will shock you. Because it starts with a simple idea that everyone else ignored. Let me take you back to 2022. Brendan, Adarsh, and Surya were college students. Smart kids. Good schools. They had the traditional path laid out in front of them. Graduate. Get a job at Google or Facebook. Work your way up. Make a comfortable six-figure salary. But they saw something. A massive gap in the market that would change everything. AI labs across Silicon Valley were burning through billions of dollars. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind. They all had the same problem. They needed data. Not just any data. Human-labeled data. High-quality training data created by actual experts. Because here is what most people do not understand about AI. These models do not just magically get smart. They need to be trained by humans, PhDs engineers, specialists who can teach the AI what is right and what is wrong. And nobody was connecting these AI labs with the right people. Nobody saw what happened next. The three founders made a decision that would define their entire future. They dropped out of college. All three of them. Their parents thought they were insane. Their friends said they were throwing their lives away. But they had conviction. They knew this opportunity would not wait. They started small. Really small. Mercer began as a platform connecting Indian software engineers to US companies. Nothing sexy. Nothing revolutionary. Just a basic recruiting platform. But here is where it gets interesting. As they worked with more tech companies, they noticed a pattern. Every single AI lab they talked to had the same desperate need. They needed skilled workers who could label data, evaluate AI outputs, and help train their models. And they needed thousands of them. Fast. This is the part that changes everything. Brendan, Adarsh, and Surya pivoted hard. They transformed Mercer from a simple recruiting platform into something much bigger. An AI training data platform. They built a network of PhDs, engineers, and domain experts from around the world. People who could do the specialized work that AI labs desperately needed. The timing was perfect. ChatGPT had just launched in late 2022. The AI arms race was on. Every major tech company was pouring billions into AI development. And they all needed what Mercer had. Access to high-quality human expertise at scale. The growth was explosive. Month after month, more AI labs signed up. OpenAI, Anthropic, Midjourney, The biggest names in AI were all becoming Merkur customers. Revenue went from thousands to millions, then tens of millions. But nobody saw this coming. By early 2025, Merkur was not just a recruiting platform anymore. They had become critical infrastructure for the entire AI industry. Think about it. Every major AI breakthrough you have heard about, GPT-4, Claude, Gemini. Behind the scenes, platforms like Merkur were providing the human expertise that made those models possible. The venture capitalists finally caught on. In October 2025, Merkur raised $350 million. The valuation? $10 billion. Brendan Foodie, Adarsh Hiremath, and Surya Midha each became billionaires overnight, at exactly 22 years old. They beat Mark Zuckerberg's record by 1 year. Zuckerberg was 23 when he became a billionaire. These kids did it at 22. The youngest self-made billionaires in history. And then, in one single moment, everything changed for them. They went from unknown college dropouts to the faces of a new generation of AI entrepreneurs. Forbes called them. Bloomberg called them. Everyone wanted to know their secret. But here is what makes their story different from every other tech billionaire. They did not invent new technology. They did not create a revolutionary algorithm. They simply saw a problem that everyone else overlooked. AI companies had billions of dollars and cutting-edge technology. But they did not have enough humans to train their AI. Merkur solved that problem. They built the bridge between human expertise and artificial intelligence. What they discovered next shocked the entire industry. The demand was not slowing down. It was accelerating. As AI models get more advanced, they actually need more human input, not less. More specialized experts to handle edge cases. More PhDs to evaluate complex reasoning. More domain specialists to teach AI about medicine, law, and science. Merkur was sitting on top of a gold mine that just kept getting bigger. Today, the company works with thousands of professionals worldwide. PhD researchers, software engineers, domain experts in dozens of fields, all connected to the biggest AI labs in Silicon Valley through Merkur's platform. The founders are still running the company, still pushing forward, still just 22 years old with their entire lives ahead of them. But here is the thing that nobody talks about. The risk they took was enormous. Dropping out of college with no funding, no safety net. Most people would never do that. Their success validates something important. The Thiel Fellowship, which encourages young people to skip college and build companies, bet on this exact scenario. That the most talented young people should not waste years in classrooms when they could be building the future. Brendan, Adarsh, and Surya proved that bet was right. They saw an opportunity in an emerging industry. They moved fast. They iterated. They built something the market desperately needed. And they became billionaires before they could legally rent a car in some states. Can you believe that? Their story is not just about getting rich. It is about timing. About seeing opportunities that others miss. About having the courage to bet everything on your vision. Because here is the reality. Thousands of college students see problems every day. They think about solutions. They talk about startups. But they do not pull the trigger. They do not drop out. They do not risk everything. Brendan, Adarsh, and Surya did. and it changed their lives forever. The AI revolution is creating unprecedented opportunities. 20-year-olds are building million-dollar companies. 22-year-olds are building billion-dollar companies. The rules have changed. The barriers to entry have collapsed. And the rewards, they are bigger than ever before. This is the new reality of tech entrepreneurship. You do not need decades of experience. You do not need an MBA. You do not even need a college degree. You need to see what others miss. Move faster than the competition. And build something people actually need. That is exactly what Mercer did. 3 college dropouts saw a gap in the AI industry and filled it. They connected human expertise with artificial intelligence. They scaled it globally. And they built a $10 billion empire before turning 23. Their story is just beginning. And it is proof that in 2025, age is not a barrier. It is an advantage. Because while everyone else was following the traditional path, these 3 were building the future. If you want to know how other young entrepreneurs are building AI empires right now, watch our next video on the teenager who built a $1 billion AI company in 18 months. And subscribe so you never miss a $1 billion story. Because the next billionaire might be younger than you think.